Okay, if you look at 44, page 44, we are introducing the bass clef note G. So this G way down here, okay? So that's the one, if you look at middle C and then you go down a few notes, you're on G, that's the bass G, the bass clef note G that they're adding, okay, to the notes that you already know, all right? So again, you can always use this as a reference. Now, if you look at the start of this song, as usual, we have some fill in the blanks here. Okay, so let's figure out what these are. All right, so that first note, what is that? Let's look, if you look over here, it's the bottom line, the first line in the treble clef. Okay, so let's look over here, treble clef, and that bottom line, that's the line that it's on, you see that? So we're gonna just go across, and then it's an E, okay? So E, and then if you look, at the way this is written, the D, this is a D, it just goes down to the next space. So then you go down a letter. So this is E, and you go down a letter, which is D, and then this goes to the next line down. So you see it's just stepping down, E, D, C. Okay, so go ahead and put E, so it's gonna be, so the right hand, this is treble clef, the right hand 3 on E is going to be your first note, okay? So you'll find your middle C, you put your thumb on middle C, and then your third finger is going to be on E, and that's going to be that's the first note, okay? So then we want to put let's mark the left hand as well. All right, so we've got 2 on what? So this is bass clef, top line. So again, you can look at your diagram. Bass clef, top line is A. All right, so that's going to be second finger on A. So go ahead and write that in so that you know your position. Okay, now, once you have that written in, let's go over what this is going to be like. Okay, sorry, get it right. Okay, I know it's a little crooked, but you'll still get the picture. Okay, all right, so so go ahead and play just middle C with the thumb. We just want to make sure that we have the right position there, okay? And then the left hand, okay, so you want your, basically the first note's going to be third finger on E, okay? So C, D, E, okay, that's going to be your first note. And then in the left hand, A, 2 on A. So here's where A is, okay? And if you're not exactly sure where something is, you can start with figuring out from C, because you should know middle C very well. So you got your 2 black notes, and then the note on the white note on the left, that's your C. Okay, so you have C, and then you could go backwards, B, A. Okay, so there's the A, okay? This is second finger, so we said second finger on A in the left hand, third finger on E in the right hand. All right, so go ahead and find that position, and then we'll continue from there, okay? All right, so once you have that, so again, it should sound like this, 2 on A, 3 on E. All right, so if you have that, then we can continue. All right, so with the right hand, we're gonna start with the third finger, and we're gonna say the letters as we go along, okay? And I'll go a little bit on the slower side just to make sure you got it. So, okay, so we're gonna start with that third finger, E. Ready, play. E, down to D, down to C. Left hand, second finger, A, down one more, G, 2, G, 2. Back to the right hand, third finger on E, D, C. Left hand, second finger, A, G, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again from the beginning. Ready, right hand, third finger, ready, go. E, D, C. Left hand, 2, A, G, 2, G, 2. Right hand, 3, E, D, C, A, G, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do it we're gonna do a little bit faster, okay? 1, 2, ready, play. E, D, C, A, G, 2, G, 2. E, D, C, A, G, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're saying the letters and counting, just like what I was doing, okay? Now, on the second page, same exact thing, except piano. So, and it says here, you can see how it says echo. So an echo is usually quieter, right? It's bouncing back afterwards and it's quieter. So we're gonna play this as softly as we can, but it's the exact same notes that we had over here, okay? Same exact notes, except instead of being forte, remember forte is loud, we're gonna have piano, which is soft. So just play it as softly as you can, okay? But it's the same thing. So you're gonna find that position again. So left hand, second finger on A. Go ahead and play that second finger on A, just so you know you have the right position. And then the right hand, put your thumb on middle C, third finger on E. Okay, that's your position, same as before, okay? All right, so we're gonna start with the right hand, third finger. Ready, go. E, D, C, A, G, 2, G, 2. E, D, C, A, G, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. So now let's go on to the next line, which is, you can see there's a B. This is measure 9. All right, it's gonna be the same position, okay? So still, left hand, second finger on A, right hand, third finger on E. All right, now on the left hand, we're gonna play 2 and 3 together, nice and strong. All right, so it should be the 2 white notes that are surrounding the middle black notes. You've got the group of 3, left and right, that's G and A. Okay, so make sure it sounds like that. And then you're gonna go to the right hand and play 1 and 3, C and E, nice and strong. And then it's piano. So we're gonna play the left hand 2 and 3 quietly, as quiet as you can. And then back to the right hand 1 and 3, which is C and E, C and E. All right, and then the last line is like kind of like the first line, or at least it starts like that. All right, so we're gonna start with, so third finger on E, ready, go. E, D, C, left hand 2, A, G, 2. This is left 3, G, 2. Second finger, A, 2, A, 2. Now right thumb, C, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, now if you had any issues with that, you can pause and go back, but you can go over this as many times as you need to. But I just wanted to go through everything quickly, and you can go back as needed. Now, next line, measure 17. Again, same position. Second finger on A, third finger on E. Same position. Okay. And if at any point you get lost, you're wondering where you should be, just look back at the beginning and see what the position was for the song, and that will tell you. Okay, so left hand, we have those 2 notes we were playing before, the 3 and the 2 together, and the right hand 1 and 3 together. Okay, so we were just practicing those above, but in a different way. Specifically measure 9 and 9, 10, 11, 12, where we were playing these and these. Okay, so we just weren't playing them at the same time, all of them. So now we're gonna play them at the same time. So go ahead and play 4 notes at the same time. Left hand 2, 3, right hand 1, 3. All right, now, then what's gonna happen is you're going to play those same notes, but an octave higher. So that means you have to go to the next group. Okay, so for instance, so C, you're at middle C, right? So just go up to the next C. So find the next group of 2 to the right, and then put your right thumb there, and then your left second finger on A. You can also think of this position as, if you want to look at the thumbs where they are, your right thumb is on middle C and the left thumb is right next to that. You see that? They're next to each other. Sometimes we do positions where the thumbs are both on C, all right? Sometimes different other stuff too, like this. But here, that might make it easier to think about that. So your 2 thumbs are next to each other, as long as you can find middle C, or C. And then when you go up to the next C, again, it's gonna be the same position, right? You just put your right thumb on C, left thumb next to it, and then you play 2 and 3 in the left, 1 and 3 in the right, okay? So it should sound like this. So it's gonna be higher, right? And then you're gonna go up to the next group of 2 and do the same thing. Your right thumb on C, left thumb next to it, and play those same notes, the 2, 3 in the left hand, 1, 3 in the right hand, okay? So again, we'll start back at the middle C. So remember, 1 and 3 in the right hand, 2 and 3 in the left hand. You play those, and then you go up an octave, so find your next C, and then the next C. All right, so and notice that in the music, at this point, we're at forte. So the first time we do it is loud, and then it says piano, So soft, and then as soft as you can on this one. One other thing to note is, or just a reminder about this. So you have 8 VA, that means octave. So that means we're gonna go an octave higher, and then 15 MA, 2 octaves higher. And it also says that here in case you forget. So that means 2 octaves higher than written, because they're all written the same. You see that? They're all written in the same place. But which just makes it easier to read, because then it's saying, okay, play these same notes, but do it up an octave higher, and then play these same notes, but up another octave, or two octaves from what was written. Okay, so that's what that means. So in case you're confused about that.